Hi, Cancer Rising, Cancer Ascendant. This is for your February astrology. My name's Donna Page. Thank you for joining me. Cancer February is very packed. It has two eclipses, the lunar and solar eclipse. But it starts with Venus crossing over its shadow point in Pisces, water sign, your water sign. That's all nice and harmonious. But what it means is because she is going to be spending the month of February in her shadow before she goes retrograde early March, that there can be different situations that come up that will be very intuitive. Listen to your intuition, because you'll get these intuitive hits about what you're going to be dealing with for March and April. Part of that is in the sector of what you know, what you want to know, what you want to learn, and even travel. There may be some ideas about making some plans for traveling. That comes up a couple of times for you. Not necessarily this month, could be, but also plans for later on. And also what you believe, your belief systems. I believe this, but I don't believe that. Very intuitive month for you. The energy of Aquarius actually starts with the new moon in Aquarius that happened on January 27th. I don't know if you listened to that audio yet, video, but it happens in the sector of your chart that's the 8th house. Now, traditionally, the 8th house is called the house of death, sex, and taxes. You know, pretty ominous, dark stuff or deep stuff. But what it really means and why they call it that is the house of shared resources. What am I sharing with you? And also a very intuitive house. The house of things that we can't always control, but we feel things. We can't always control what other people do, right? We can't always control certain situations in our life. And so it just brings that up for us. And you have Aquarian energy there. So it's the universe is saying, hey, don't get freaked out about stuff. Just detach and take an intellectual viewpoint. Look at it from a scientific mind, and you'll be able to figure it out. You'll be able to be okay. Your emotions won't get swept away because there's a breath of fresh air that comes with it. There's an intellectual detachment that can come from anything that feels heavy. Now, but also listen to that intuition of yours because it's very powerful this month. We have on the 6th, we have Jupiter, the planet of expansion, going retrograde. And Jupiter's going retrograde, which means it's in a powerful point. Whenever it goes direct or retrograde, it has more oomph to it, more pizzazz, more power to do its thing. And Jupiter's the benefic. It's an opportunity to expand, make things better. It's in Libra, so it's about harmony. It's in your solar 4th house, the sector of your world that represents home and family. So it's about bringing beauty and harmony into your home and into family. And it's also one of those subconscious sectors of the chart, the intuitive side. And Jupiter being there says that you can know things this month intuitively that can be of good benefit for you. It also can mean that there's benefit that can come from family, especially not bickering family, Libra family, who's kind, who's considerate, who's thoughtful, who's thinking about you. And then we have the lunar eclipse on the 10th in Leo. Leo's about the heart, following the heart, listening to your heart, activating, and the eclipse energy is activating the 2nd and 8th houses, which are considered the money houses, right? 8th house, other people's money. But it's really security houses. So there may be something that comes up. And Leo is, what do I love? What's important for me? And it's saying bring things into your world, into your heart, into your life that you love, because that is really where your security will come from. And yes, money's important to have the things that we want that bring us security. But it's stronger than that. It's more powerful than that. This lunar eclipse also has this beautiful grand trine in it, a fire trine. Now you're water, so it can be a steamy month for you, right? What happens when you put fire and water together. Now, water can put out fire, but fire can also steam water. So it can be a very steamy month for you. And if you think of it in terms of romance, there can be some more steam in your romance sector this month. So really, light up that flame there, light the candles. And then we have the Mercury is a thinking capacity, what we think, how we think. It's moving very quickly this month. It's going through 3 signs. It starts in the sign of partnerships, so thinking about partnerships, then connects into that Aquarian energy, detaching. In Capricorn, the first part of the month, there might be a little bit more worry about stuff. Then, okay, let me detach and figure it out. Let me get some facts here. And then it goes into the intuitive sector and connecting with your guide, your higher self, maybe doing some tarot cards, whatever it is where you writing, journaling, reading philosophical little uplifting paragraphs or aphorisms that bring you a sense of meditative peace. And Mars and Venus. So remember I said Venus is in her shadow the whole month. She starts in Pisces, but then in the 3rd she goes into Aries. And you have 4 planets in Aries in your 10th house of work, or who you want to be in the world. And this is suggesting that you are going to be called for to do more, step up to the plate, do more, stand up for what you believe. You may be asked to take on more responsibility this month. And you may start to think about another job. There may be an opportunity that says, hey, I can really do this. But there is a stepping up and using your inner strength to do something that's important for you in your professional life or just in your life in general. We close the month with the Pisces eclipse, back to the water energy. And this Pisces eclipse is happening in the sector of your chart that represents what is it that I believe, having faith, having knowledge, having wisdom. So it's connecting with the wisdom that you know. And because it's Pisces, Pisces reminds us that we can't always know everything, why everything happens. We're not, we're still human. We haven't figured it all out yet, even though we want to believe we have. We haven't figured out, there's still more to discover. So we don't know the whys of everything. But having faith that there is a why, that there is a reason, that there is a purpose, that's that vibration that happens. The last week of February is a really strong action week, and you can find yourself doing a lot of activity, especially out in the work world, whatever it is. And if you're thinking about taking on a job, then there could be looking at the resumes or connecting with a recruiter type of activity that happens for you. Have a wonderful month, and thank you for joining me.